Oh, I'm TK.
Hey, Sam Jones interviewing TK at Gulf Coast Fan Fest. What do you say, guy? TK, so what do you think of Gulf Coast Fan Fest?
This is my first time out to the Gulf Coast Fan Fest. I'm really excited to be out here. It's an honor to meet all the celebrities and guests and just all the great vendors, all the people.
Great. So I was told that I wasn't the first person you've interviewed. You actually interviewed Hercules before Flash Gordon. Why did you choose that first?
You weren't at the table at the moment, so I was like,
right.
I'm going to try to interview Hercules first.
Okay, TK, you know what's cool? A couple weeks ago, it was Hercules, Flash Gordon, and the Hulk all next to each other at the tables. It was incredible. It really was. So you've done how many cons so far?
This is actually my fourth con. This is my second one doing interviews.
See? All right.
Pretty new to it, but I'm
so we have a veteran here, all right, a veteran.
I have to ask, like, how was it being on the Flash Gordon movie? Like, that was just so fun. I think I've seen that movie like 20 times.
Well, you know, it's a triple black, call it the triple blessing. The first blessing in the business is actually getting hired. You know, you're hired. That means you're making money, paying your bills. The second blessing is if there's any success at the box office or the networks on TV. And the triple blessing is if there's any longevity attached to it. So, TK, here we are, almost 40 years later, talking about the same project. So, longevity's proven itself. It's wonderful. Absolute blessing. I've been in the business 41 years now. We have 6 movies coming out this year and next year. I start another movie next month, and we love it. And we get to travel almost every weekend doing a Comic-Con, and I get to talk to you. Come on.
Oh man, that was just pure awesomeness. I got since the movie's been around 40 years. How was it when they did the Ted movies? Was that kind of fun, going back on screen, being yourself, and also...
Yeah, great question. Huge contrast, because we filmed Flash Gordon 40 years ago. Ted 1 was 7 years ago, 8 years ago, something like that. So big difference from 1979 till 2012. Huge difference. And I mean, come on, now it's all computer generated. And a little bit of green screen. Back then it was blue screen and kind of prehistoric, corny special effects. Nowadays you can do anything. You can do anything with the computer.
All the CGI stuff you can do these days.
So all the bear scenes, people ask me all the time, well, there was no bear there. You know, it was just mainly a little tripod with a piece of tape on it. And then of course, later on they just snap into the CG the bear.
Did they ever have like Seth MacFarlane like stand by you or like doing the audio for that?
Well, yes, and it was kind of disconcerting because in the old days, here's the camera, the director would stand right next to the camera and direct the movie. Well, nowadays in TED, what they're doing now is the director is off in some back room. They call it the video village, where he's sitting down with a couple other technicians and he's inside a little canopy or a tent, and they're viewing us, on all these monitors. So remember, a good point about the audio. He is the voice of the bear and he's the director. So he's off about 100 meters away in a back room, and I have a little earwig that he's talking to me. Okay. And every now and then I had to say, "Are you the director or are you the bear?" Because I didn't know if he was directing. Are you giving me direction or are you being the bear right now? So
that's too cool, man. That's too cool.
I'm not a big fan of the directors nowadays. Back in a room called Video Village. You know what? I had to ask, why are you there? Well, it's so we can make sure everybody's framed. I said, wait a minute. Don't they pay the top camera operators, to back that up? And I mean, that's why they pay the camera. But I guess there's so much money involved nowadays is they got to be viewing you in a monitor. I don't agree with it, but it is what it is.
Well, that's pretty cool. Man, it's just, once again, an honor to meet you. I know you're a busy guy, so I'll let you get back to it.
And let me say hi to all you people. And your show is called what, TK?
Comic Insider. It's on YouTube.
Comic what?
Comic Insider.
Comic Insider.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You hear that? Sam Jones, Flash Gordon, and TK, Comic Insider. You better be watching it.
Yeah,
I will. Yeah, I mean, I will hunt you down and find you. I'm trained, you know. You better be watching. All right.
All right, we'll see you in the multiverse. Comic Insider, like and subscribe. Once again, here with the great Sam Jones. Y'all take it easy.
All right.
Comic Insider.